RHOBH Kyle Richards with Big Secret People Don't Know. Kyle Richards is revealing a big secret that people do not know about her. The RHOBH OG returns for season 14 of the hit Bravo reality series Any Day Now. The viewers think they know all there is to about the mother of four. That may not be true. Keep reading to see what Kyle is spilling. Kyle Richards with Big Secret People Don't Know. For almost 14 years, Kyle Richards has put her life out on the line for fans to watch and pick apart. She was a part of the OG RHOBH cast where she has remained. No matter who has come and gone, Kyle has stayed. There have been a plethora of ups and downs in the mother of four's life. Her older sister, Kim Richards, who was also an OG cast member, has battled with substance abuse for years. That has played out on the show and has taken a toll on Kyle and her family. They also have another sister, Kathy Hilton, with whom Kyle was estranged for years. The two reconciled but fell out again more recently. It was only when Kyle and her husband of nearly 30 years, Mauricio Umansky, split that things came back together for the sisters. Kyle's separation also played out for cameras, as did years of cheating rumors, so nothing has been off limits. Now, season 14 of RHOBH will be starting in the next month. It will be intense, emotions are high, and anything can and will happen. However, there are some things fans do not know about Kyle Richards. According to Bravo, she is setting the record straight about something viewers seem to guess incorrectly about her. Allegedly, they think she is quite social when in fact, she is the opposite. She was often the life of the party, doing splits and spinning her long hair around. However, that is apparently not who Kyle is, and she wants to set the record straight. The disconnect. In season 13 of RHOBH, one of the biggest issues Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky had was how they lived. She was ready for a more calmer lifestyle, whereas he still wanted to go out and have fun. He was focused on his real estate business, and that meant constant socializing. This was a lifestyle Kyle could no longer keep up with, nor did she want to. Plus, she was tired of drinking, so she focused on sobriety and working out. That was hard for her co-stars, as they were not used to a more tame Kyle. Kyle Richards had spent years navigating the tumultuous waters of Beverly Hills, her every move scrutinized by the public and her fellow housewives. Through scandal, betrayal, and endless accusations of stirring the pot, she had remained a steadfast fixture on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But what the world didn't know, what even her closest friends and family had never suspected, was that Kyle had been harboring a massive secret, one that, if revealed, could shake the foundation of her carefully curated reality. It started innocently enough. A late-night drive down Sunset Boulevard, a call from a number she hadn't seen in decades. Kyle hesitated before answering, her perfectly manicured fingers hovering over the screen. Against her better judgment, she swiped to accept the call. "Kyle, it's me." Her heart nearly stopped. The voice on the other end was unmistakable, a ghost from a past she had tried to forget. "I don't know how you got this number, but we need to talk. It's about the deal. And it's time." Kyle's stomach churned. The deal. The thing she had buried beneath decades of fame, family feuds, and reality TV drama. A part of her had convinced herself it was a figment of her imagination, a fleeting mistake of her youth. But now someone had pulled the thread, and she knew it wouldn't be long before the whole tapestry unraveled. She arranged to meet in a secluded lounge in Malibu, the kind of place where A-listers went to disappear. As she walked in, her signature brunette waves cascading over her shoulders, she felt the weight of her secret pressing down on her. Seated in the dimly lit corner was a man she hadn't seen since she was in her early 20s, Jonathan. He looked older, but his piercing blue eyes still held the same intensity. "You look good, Kyle," he said, sipping his whiskey. "Fame suits you." "Cut the crap. What do you want?" she snapped, lowering her voice. She had always been known for keeping her composure, but this was different. This wasn't about a petty argument with Dorrit or a squabble over who invited who to what event. This was life-altering. Jonathan leaned in, his expression unreadable. It's time to pay up. Kyle's mind raced. She had been young, desperate, eager to carve out a name for herself in Hollywood. The deal had seemed too good to be true, a shortcut to success, a promise that her family legacy would remain intact. But no deal came without a price. And now, decades later, her past was coming to collect. "I thought we were done with this," she whispered. "I thought I fulfilled my part." Jonathan smirked, shaking his head. "You really think success just happens? That fame and fortune fall into place without someone pulling the strings. You've had a good run, Kyle. You've been protected. But now we need something in return." Her pulse pounded in her ears. "I have nothing left to give." Jonathan slid a manila envelope across the table. Kyle hesitated before picking it up. When she opened it, her breath caught in her throat. Photos, documents, a detailed account of everything, the meetings, the signatures, the promises she had made in the dark corners of Hollywood. And worst of all, a single, glaring instruction written in red ink. Expose her. Kyle didn't have to ask who her was. The name practically screamed from the page. Lisa Vanderpump. A chill ran down Kyle's spine. After years of friendship, feuds, and betrayal, she had long since cut ties with Lisa. But this was something else entirely. Someone wanted her to take Lisa down, and they had the leverage to make sure she complied. "You can't be serious," Kyle whispered. "It's been years." "Exactly," Jonathan said. "And it's time the truth comes out." Kyle's mind reeled. If she exposed Lisa, it would shatter the last remnants of her already fragile reputation. People still speculated about Puppagate, about whether she had been the true mastermind behind some of the show's most infamous drama. If she betrayed Lisa again, she might never recover in the public eye. But if she didn't— "I need time," she said, gripping the envelope. Jonathan smiled knowingly. "Don't take too long." That night, Kyle couldn't sleep. She sat in her massive Encino estate, staring at the city lights twinkling in the distance. She had built her empire on loyalty, on family, on the illusion of transparency. But this was different. This was war. She pulled out her phone and hesitated before dialing. The line rang once, twice, before a familiar British accent answered. "Kyle." She swallowed hard. "Lisa, we need to talk." There was a pause, then a slow, careful response. "Darling, I was wondering when you'd call." Kyle's breath hitched. She had underestimated Lisa before, but something told her that this time she wasn't the one in control. As she hung up, she knew there was no turning back. The truth was coming, whether she was ready or not.